Hello, everybody. I am going to go through some mortgage forbearance info today. I know a lot of people have had questions about mortgage forbearance. What does it mean for me? Can I use it? And will it affect my credit? We're also going to go into a little bit into student loans, credit card forbearance also, just to give an overview. But I'm going to start right here on AJC.com. And AJC.com has a great story going through COVID money issues and money resources. And I start here because they kind of go into mortgage relief. And they start off by saying that mortgage buyers of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac said on March 18th, they would suspend all foreclosure sales and evictions of borrowers in single-family homes by their companies. The Associated Press said that. And it's pretty much the same right now. A lot of courts are still suspending their foreclosures. You probably want to check in your local county to make sure that they're still suspending foreclosure courts and court dates. We do know about the CDC going in and stopping people from getting evicted, and right now it's about the same for forbearance and mortgage relief. Now, it said they're suspending the reporting of credit bureaus any past due payments of borrowers in a forbearance plan as a result of hardship attributable to this national emergency. Now, we're actually going to go onto one of the credit report websites, and they have a blog which is very informative. And I'm going to throw all of these sites in the information below. So first, let's go to the consumerfinance.org. .gov, consumerfinance.gov, where they go more into who may be able to take advantage of this. And it says the CARES Act was put in place to protections for homeowners with federally or government-sponsored enterprise GSE-backed mortgages, FHA, VA, USDA, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. If you don't have a federally or GSE-backed mortgage, you still may have relief options through your mortgage loan servicer or from your state. So that means that you're going to have to call your service loan mortgager just to make sure. But the federally backed, GSE-backed mortgages do have these protections. At first, for many federally or GSE-backed loans, your lender or loan servicer may not foreclose on you until at least December 31st, 2020. Specifically, the CARES Act and the guidance from GSEs, the FHA, the VA, the USDA prohibits lenders and servicers from beginning a judicial or non-judicial foreclosure against you or from finalizing a foreclosure judgment or sale. This protection began March 18th, where we read on the AJC.com, and extends to December 31st, right? And then secondly, if you experience financial hardship due to coronavirus pandemic, you have a right to request and obtain a forbearance for up to 180 days. You also have the right to request and obtain an extension for up to another 180 days, for the total of 360 days. Now, just to let you know that your bank and your mortgage financiers, they don't want to take your house. They don't want to foreclose on you. And especially at this point in time, that's the type of press that they don't need. Now, people already know that a lot of people are investors, home investors, on rental properties. This is a great way to put some, have that, get your mortgage suspended or stopped, right, for the time being while you're not getting rent, because, like I said, the CDC has stopped people from able to get evicted from rental homes, and a lot of people are not paying. Now, one of the things that they were saying is you have to apply for it, right? And if you can pay something, you have to pay something. Now, if you are in a rental home and you are not are able to pay your rent, you want to make sure that you go and look for some type of rental assistance. They have churches and other places. I'm actually go over a video about rental assistance and the CDC plan and all of that in another video. But they have places to help you out for rental assistance that help you, especially at a time like this. But you cannot get evicted. But you also want to make sure by going through your courthouse, make sure that they have not started back with eviction notices. All right. Again, back to mortgage forbearance. Now, what is mortgage forbearance? I know a lot of people are asking that. Mortgage forbearance is when your mortgage servicer or lender allows you to pause, suspend, or reduce your mortgage payments for a limited period of time while you regain your financial footing. Now, forbearance does not mean your payments are forgiven or erased. That right there is the key. Your payments are not forgiven or erased. They just pushing it out, right? And you are still required to repay any missed or reduced payments in the future, which in most cases may be repaid over time. At the end of forbearance, your servicer will contact you about how the missed payments will be repaid. And they say there are different programs available. Now, this is the thing. You want to make sure that everything's suspended. Your interest is suspended with the payment, right? And it's all that's being done is pushed out, right? You want to talk to your mortgage lender to make sure that everything from interest and the payment is suspended, right? Now, you also got to think about taxes, right? You also got to think about your insurance. So you want to call your insurance provider and say, hey, I'm having problems. What can I do about payments for my homeowner's insurance? All of this stuff, a lot of times, being paid by the loan issuer, right? So you want to look into things like that. If you're going to go this forbearance route, you want to go the full route and make sure everything is still being taken care of. So you don't want anything to creep up on you later on, right? Like they say here, foreclosures, when everybody know what a foreclosure is, but if you don't, it's when the lender takes back the property after homeowner fails to make required payments on the mortgage. Now, it usually starts more than 120 days past due, and a lot of times, if you call your the person that gave you the loan, they are willing to work with you. They are willing to take anything, right? And you always want to have some kind of documentation that says, hey, we have agreed to this, right? I always want to have documentation because it will come back to bite you if you do not. So, and the last site that we're going to go to, and like I said, I'm going to have all these sites at the bottom for information. We're on Experian. How does a loan forbearance affect my credit? Now, we've went through a lot of the things, deferment. There's another way, right? A loan deferment is payments are simply put on hold for a certain number of months. When the deferment payment period ends, loan payments resume as before without accruing any additional interest or fees, and no repayment is required. All right? But with a forbearance, repayments can be made as a lump sum or in up to a 12-month installments, which are added to regular monthly payments. So you can ask for forbearance or you can ask for a loan deferment. All right. Now you want to, like I said, talk to them, call them, tell them what's going on. They know what's going on. All right. Now, they also go into credit card forbearance, where you can lower your monthly minimum payments. You can increase your borrowing limit or lower your interest rate. We're going to go more into that. And they also have student loan forbearance. I know a lot of you guys know about student loan forbearance. A lot of the student loan agreements already have this information in there, and all you have to do is call them. It says, but people with federally subsidized student loans may also qualify for loan deferments on the basis of financial hardship, unemployment, military service, or college enrollment. You want to find out what is going on with your student loans also. All right. But this is what we came here for, how forbearance impacts your credit. With the exception of special circumstances during emergencies such as the COVID-19 crisis, mortgage payments missed or underpaid as part of a deferral or forbearance arrangement are technically delinquencies. Now, since we're going through this COVID-19 crisis, it says you are facing a hardship related to COVID-19 pandemic. It's worth investigating relief programs your creditors may have available. Many lender homepage have been updated with the information on how to seek payment. It says these programs are not activated automatically. You must be proactive and contact your lender to apply. Right now, what are we looking for? Federal relief provided by the CARES Act calls for lenders to be flexible and mortgage borrowers to automatically granting payment forbearance for up to 90 days for all who request it and not reporting negatively to your credit bureau. So that's what we all want to know. Will this be negative on my credit report? And it is a no. But you have to get that in writing. You have to tell them, I am asking for this forbearance with the CARES Act in mind because I am going through a financial hardship. All right, you want to talk to them about that, right? You want to talk to them about that, and you also want to make sure to get it in writing. All right. This is straight from Experian.com. This is straight from the Credit Bureau, and you want to talk to somebody and let them know that this is what you're doing. So if it ever comes back, you have the paperwork to fight it. All right. So I hope you guys find this video very helpful. I hope you guys can use this information at a time like this, and hopefully I can put out more videos that is helpful for everyone. God bless. I love you, and I want you to stay safe. Goodbye.